Have you ever wondered why some people seem to fade in their 80s, while others radiate energy and purpose well into their 100s? What's the secret to not just living longer, but thriving with vitality and joy? The answer lies not in luck or genetics, but in powerful, intentional choices anyone can make. In this video, we unveil 5 life-changing lessons, backed by real stories, timeless wisdom, and cutting-edge science, to help you unlock a vibrant, fulfilling life, no matter your age. You need to watch until the end because these lessons aren't just inspiring. They're practical tools to transform your future. Discover how curiosity can keep your mind sharp and your spirit youthful, as seen in the story of a 92-year-old Kansas woman who earned her degree. Learn why movement is non-negotiable, with insights from a 120-year-old who walked daily into her centenarian years. Understand how nurturing your social circle can add years to your life, supported by a landmark study showing strong relationships boost survival rates by 50%. Explore how eating with intention fuels longevity, inspired by cultures where centenarians thrive on nutrient-rich diets. Finally, uncover the power of purpose, the heartbeat of a meaningful life, exemplified by a 95-year-old marathon runner. Each lesson is a stepping stone to not just extending your years, but filling them with passion and resilience. Stay with us to learn how to live better and longer, and make every moment count. Don't miss this. Your future self will thank you. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Stay curious. Never stop learning. The pursuit of knowledge and the spark of curiosity are the timeless forces that keep us vibrant, engaged, and truly alive, regardless of age. Have you ever met someone in their 90s whose eyes still shine with passion when they talk about their interests? I know I have. Imagine the joy of a person in their golden years, eagerly exploring a new hobby, mastering a new skill, or even venturing into uncharted territories of life with the enthusiasm of a child. It's not just adorable. It's a powerful reminder of the incredible bond between lifelong learning and vitality. When we stop seeking knowledge, we risk stagnating. It's like allowing the hands of time to move faster, slipping away without our notice. It's easy to fall into a rhythm where we settle into comfort, thinking the best days are behind us. But the truth is, a mind that remains hungry for understanding has this incredible power to keep the body youthful and the spirit resilient. I can't help but think of people who embody this truth. Take Benjamin Franklin, for instance. He didn't just grow old, he grew. At 65, when many would have comfortably retired and put their feet up, Franklin was still conducting groundbreaking experiments with electricity, discovering the mysteries of lightning, and even inventing the lightning rod. His insatiable curiosity wasn't just an abstract pursuit. It shaped history, and it kept him sharp, purposeful, and deeply connected to the world around him. He proved that curiosity is a fountain of youth, not just for the mind, but for the soul as well. And then there's Emma Thompson. This Kansas woman, at 92 years old, achieved something many would deem impossible. In 2010, she earned her bachelor's degree, studying alongside students who were decades younger, and, in a move that many might call audacious, she went on to pursue a master's degree. Her story isn't merely inspiring. It's a reminder that learning never expires. Emma's unrelenting drive to grow intellectually kept her engaged with life in a way that many of us can only dream of. She showed us that no matter how old you are, the decision to pursue your passion, to learn, is a vital source of purpose and joy. Her story is a living testament to the fact that as long as we're breathing, there's always room for one more lesson, one more adventure. Science supports this, too. Studies reveal that engaging in mentally stimulating activities, like reading, solving puzzles, or learning a new language, doesn't just delay cognitive decline. it enhances overall well-being. But it's not just about formal education. It's about nurturing that mindset of curiosity, asking questions, seeking knowledge, and embracing the unknown. I believe that this is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves as we age. The choice to keep growing, not just in the academic sense, but in every facet of life. It's about staying engaged with the world, about looking at everyday moments through a lens of wonder. Whether you're picking up a book on a subject you've never explored, watching a documentary, or engaging in a conversation with someone whose perspective challenges your own, each step you take toward discovery is an investment in your vitality. It fuels your mind and enriches your spirit. Curiosity doesn't just keep us young, it enriches every moment of our lives. It transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, and routine days into opportunities for growth and wonder. It builds resilience, helping us adapt to life's changes with grace, curiosity, and enthusiasm. And this isn't just for the young. It's for everyone, whether you're 25 or 95. The choice to keep learning, to keep asking, to keep discovering, is a commitment to staying alive in the fullest, most vibrant sense of the word. So, embrace the unknown. Seek out new ideas, new adventures, and new perspectives. Let curiosity be the heartbeat of your life. Because when you stay curious, life will keep surprising you, and your best days might just be ahead of you. And if that's not reason enough to stay curious, I don't know what is. 2. Move like your life depends on it, because it does. There's a silent, insidious threat that looms over our well-being as we age, one that we often overlook: physical inactivity. After the age of 80, this threat becomes even more real and even more dangerous. When we stop moving, we start dying, bit by bit, day by day. Our strength, our flexibility, our vitality, all of it begins to slowly slip away, as if the very essence of our being is being drained. Inactivity isn't just some neutral state. It's an active contributor to the deterioration of our health. Think about it. As we sit still, our muscles weaken, our joints stiffen, and our cardiovascular system loses its resilience. The warning signs are everywhere. We all know the risks: heart disease, cognitive decline, loss of independence. These are not distant possibilities. They are real consequences, a painful reality for so many who have allowed themselves to grow sedentary. But here's where the beauty lies. There's an empowering truth that shines through the darkness. Staying active, no matter how small the effort, can transform our health, our mood, and our lives. And here's the kicker: it doesn't require you to become a marathon runner or lift heavy weights at the gym. No, it's not about intense workouts or grueling exercise routines. It's about finding joy in movement. It's about weaving activity into the tapestry of your daily routine in a way that feels natural and exciting, something you look forward to. Take Clara Johnson, for instance. She is one of the longest living women in recorded history, reaching the extraordinary age of 120. Her secret? It wasn't some magical pill or a ridiculously restrictive lifestyle. It was movement. Simple, consistent, joyful movement. She walked for miles every day, right into her 100s, proving that there's incredible power in moving a lifelong habit. And that's not just her story. It's a story that's echoed by countless others who have embraced activity, not as a chore, but as a way of living fully. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Think about the farmers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. This region is home to a staggering number of centenarians, and they all have one thing in common: they walk. They work on their land, they tend to their animals, and they move their bodies every single day. Not because they have to, but because it's a part of who they are. Their movement is purposeful and deeply connected to the rhythms of life. It's simple and sustainable, and it lasts. These people didn't wait for a perfect fitness plan to begin. They just moved, day after day, year after year, and it paid off in ways that most can only dream of. The lesson here is undeniable. If you choose to sit down and succumb to the allure of the couch, you're making a choice that can steal years from your life. Sedentary habits don't just make you slower in the moment. They shorten your lifespan, and they make it so much harder to regain the strength you've lost. It's not just about comfort. It's about a real, tangible price that you pay when you let yourself become still. But here's the truth. The antidote is simple and so incredibly empowering. You have the power to choose. Find the types of movement that light you up. Find the things that make your heart race with excitement. Whether it's taking a walk through a park, dancing to your favorite tunes, getting your hands in the dirt while gardening, swimming laps, or practicing yoga, the key is to make it a non-negotiable part of your life. Movement doesn't need to be a punishment. It should be a celebration. A celebration of everything your body can do, of every step you take, every breath you breathe. The science is crystal clear on this. Regular physical activity improves circulation, strengthens your bones, releases endorphins that make you feel good, and boosts your brain power. It's a holistic defense against the effects of aging, one that keeps you young, not just in body, but in mind and spirit. Even the simplest activities, just a brisk 30-minute walk every day, can dramatically reduce the risks of chronic diseases, increase your energy levels, and increase your lifespan. It's that accessible. It's available to everyone, regardless of age, fitness level, or resources. So, I ask you, what's holding you back? The world is full of opportunities for movement, joy, for vitality. All you need to do is take the first step, and then keep walking, keep moving every single day. Because your life, your health, and your future are worth it. 3. Nurture your social circle. Loneliness is a silent epidemic, a slow, creeping force that eats away at the very core of our well-being, and the consequences are far more devastating than most people realize. It's not just a fleeting feeling of sadness or a sense of isolation that disappears with a hug. Chronic loneliness is a serious health threat that can rob you of years of your life, more insidiously than you might think. Studies have even equated its impact to the health risks of smoking a pack of cigarettes every single day or carrying the burden of obesity. This isn't something we can brush aside. On the other hand, social connection is a remarkable elixir, a lifeline to vitality and longevity. The importance of nurturing and maintaining relationships cannot be overstated. To truly thrive, and to live a life filled with meaning and joy, we must invest in our connections with intention. It's not just about making small talk or attending parties. It's about building a strong, supportive social network that becomes your anchor through both the joyous moments and the tough times. But why is this so critical? Because, at our very core, humans are social creatures, hardwired for connection. Think about our ancestors. They survived because they banded together. They knew that survival was a shared effort and that the ancient blueprint still runs through us today. Social bonds are not only the glue that holds us together, but are also the key to our mental and physical health. Having people to lean on doesn't just provide emotional warmth. It actually helps reduce stress, strengthens mental resilience, and even boosts physical health. A game-changing study from Brigham Young University in 2010 looked at 148 different studies, analyzing over 300,000 people, and found that those with strong social ties had a 50% higher chance of surviving over a given period compared to those with weak connections. And these findings are not just numbers. They are a lifeline. Relationships aren't just nice to have. They're critical, life-saving elements of a fulfilling existence. Take the legendary Bob Hope, the comedian who lived to a vibrant 100 years old. Even in his twilight years, he was never alone. Surrounded by friends, colleagues, and a chorus of laughter, Hope lived a life filled with engagement and connection. His secret wasn't some miracle supplement or special diet. It was his refusal to isolate himself. And let's not forget the residents of Asheville, North Carolina, one of America's longest-living communities. What's their secret? Lifelong friendships formed in childhood that carry them through the challenges of aging. These friendships aren't just about social gatherings. They're emotional lifelines, ensuring that no one faces life's trials in solitude. They're there for each other, through thick and thin, reminding one another of their shared purpose. But contrast that with the fate of those who choose withdrawal. Social isolation isn't just a mood killer. It's a silent thief that accelerates cognitive decline, weakens the immune system, and increases the risks for heart disease and depression. The Harvard study of adult development, which has tracked lives since 1938, revealed a staggering truth. The quality of relationships at age 50 is a stronger predictor of health and happiness at age 80 than cholesterol levels or income. Loneliness doesn't just hurt, it kills. So, how can we build and nurture our social circle? It all begins with intention. Relationships don't just magically form, they require effort, especially as life gets busier or as physical limitations creep in. Here are some practical, life-affirming steps you can take to weave a stronger social fabric. First, prioritize quality over quantity. A handful of deep, meaningful relationships will enrich your life far more than a sprawling list of acquaintances. Look for people who uplift you, challenge your perspectives, and share your core values. Choose those who make time for you, and who show up when it counts. Second, be proactive. Don't wait for others to reach out. You are the one to take the first step. Plan a coffee date, host a dinner party, or create a book club. It's the little things, like sending a thoughtful text or making a quick phone call, that start to build momentum. These small gestures can evolve into something beautiful and lasting. Third, diversify your circle. While lifelong friends are a rare treasure, new connections bring fresh energy and new ways of seeing the world. Consider joining a class, volunteering, or attending community events to meet people who aren't in your usual orbit. Cross-generational relationships, such as mentoring a younger person or learning from an elder, can add layers of richness to your life, opening your heart to fresh perspectives. Fourth, embrace vulnerability. True, authentic relationships are founded on openness. It's about sharing your deepest fears, dreams, and struggles, not just your curated highlight reel. Vulnerability breeds trust, which transforms casual acquaintances into lifelong confidants. Fifth, make technology work for you. For those separated by distance or dealing with mobility issues, technology can be a bridge. Video calls, group chats, or online communities can keep you connected, even when physical presence isn't possible. But don't let these digital connections replace face-to-face time entirely. The energy and intimacy of in-person interaction can't be replicated by a screen. Sixth, give generously. Relationships are not transactions. They're about supporting one another without expecting anything in return. Listen deeply when someone shares their struggles, celebrate their successes, and show up when they need you most. Generosity fuels goodwill and strengthens the bonds between you. Finally, stay committed, especially during conflict. Every relationship goes through rough patches, and disagreements are a part of life. But leaving when things get tough isn't the solution. Work through tensions with open communication, forgiveness, and mutual respect. Resilience in relationships mirrors resilience in life. Building your social circle is not a one-off task. It's a lifelong commitment. As life changes, through retirement, relocation, or loss, your social network may shrink or shift. That's why adaptability is so important. But the rewards are immeasurable. A sense of belonging, shared joy, and the knowledge that you're never truly alone can make all the difference. Think of your social circle as a garden. You plant seeds, nurture them with care, and watch them grow, blooming into a vibrant, life-sustaining force that will nourish you for years to come. In a world that often glorifies independence and self-sufficiency, it's easy to forget how much we need each other. But the truth is, social connection is not just a luxury. It's essential for a long, healthy, and happy life. Fourth, eat like your future depends on it. The age-old saying, "You are what you eat," takes on an entirely new level of depth as we move through the years, especially after crossing the 80-year milestone. At this stage of life, the body becomes more sensitive than ever to the food it receives, and every meal is a direct investment in your future. The choices you make daily, what you consume, how you nourish your body, have the potential to either fortify your vitality or speed up the inevitable decline. Food is not simply fuel. It is the building block of our health, the very substance that sustains life, heals our bodies, and keeps us in motion. Imagine for a moment how profoundly food impacts us. It is the raw material that rebuilds every single cell in our body, replenishing organs and tissues while influencing the course of our health and well-being. Diet overflowing with processed foods, laden with refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives, acts like a slow poison. It slowly accumulates damage in the form of chronic inflammation, oxidative stress, and age-related diseases, heart disease, diabetes, cognitive decline, the list goes on. These are not abstract risks. They are very real, tangible consequences of neglecting the power of mindful, intentional eating. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. On the other hand, a diet rich in whole foods, those brimming with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and healthy fats, holds the key to resilience, longevity, and the preservation of mental and physical function well into your golden years. Eating mindfully, with purpose, means investing in a future where you remain active, sharp, and vibrant. It's not just about living longer. It's about living well. It's about having the energy to chase your dreams, to be present with loved ones, and to experience each day with the joy and enthusiasm of a life well lived. When you think of purposeful eating, think of individuals like John Lee, an American herbalist who defied the odds by living to 105. His longevity wasn't a fluke. It was the result of a disciplined plant-based diet that centered on nutrient-dense foods like kale, blueberries, and walnuts, along with a lifestyle rooted in balance and moderation. His story may sound like one out of the ordinary, but it embodies a truth that modern science fully supports. A diet based on natural, unprocessed foods fuels the body's innate ability to repair itself, fight off illness, and maintain strength for decades. Similarly, the Mediterranean diet, long studied and revered for its association with extended lifespans and lower rates of chronic disease, emphasizes the same principles: whole grains, legumes, fresh vegetables, fruits, nuts, olive oil, and moderate consumption of fish and wine. It's not a restrictive, fleeting trend. It's a way of life. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about giving your body what it craves, the right kinds of fuel to thrive. Consider the centenarians of Napa Valley, California, who seem to defy aging itself. Their secret isn't found in counting calories or jumping on the latest dieting craze. It's found in the purposeful, mindful way they eat, prioritizing plant-based foods, lean proteins, and healthy fats over anything processed. It's about treating food as medicine and a source of vitality, not as something to indulge in mindlessly. These long-lived communities show us that healthy eating isn't a punishment. It's a privilege. Science supports this, too. As we grow older, our bodies naturally become less efficient at absorbing nutrients, and our metabolism slows. The need for nutrient-dense foods becomes all the more critical. Antioxidants, found in colorful fruits and vegetables like blueberries, spinach, and sweet potatoes, protect the body against oxidative stress, a key driver of aging and cell damage. Omega-3 fatty acids, abundant in fatty fish such as salmon, and plant-based sources like flax seeds, reduce inflammation and support brain health. They can even lower the risk of Alzheimer's disease and cardiovascular issues. Protein, often overlooked in older adults, is essential for preserving muscle mass and strength. Age-related muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, is a common and serious issue. But with adequate protein intake from sources like beans, lentils, eggs, or lean meats, you can fight back. Protein doesn't just build muscle. It supports overall strength and independence. Likewise, fiber from whole grains and fresh produce promotes gut health, which research is increasingly linking to immune function, mental health, and even mood regulation. Contrast that with the impact of consuming too many processed foods. These disrupt the delicate balance of the gut microbiome, spike blood sugar levels, and trigger inflammation, undermining your health over time. But here's the thing: centenarians don't follow fads. They don't obsess over calorie counts. They live with intention, feeding their bodies with care and purpose. They don't view food as something to satisfy fleeting cravings, but as the fuel for a long and fulfilling life. This doesn't mean they're deprived. Far from it. Many of these long-lived individuals have a deep, rich relationship with food. They savor their meals, enjoying the simple pleasures of life's rituals. Meals shared with family and friends. In Asheville, North Carolina, a concept of mindful eating promotes moderation while still allowing for deep enjoyment. Meals are vibrant, packed with local vegetables, beans, and small amounts of fish, all in balance with life's greater purpose. Now, I urge you to rethink your relationship with food. It's not just about what you eat, it's about how you eat. Prioritize whole, minimally processed foods. Choose vibrant salads, hearty soups, and grain bowls over fast food and sugary snacks. Experiment with herbs and spices that not only make meals tastier but also bring anti-inflammatory and antioxidant benefits. Turmeric, garlic, and rosemary are great examples. Think of them as simple, yet powerful tools in your health toolkit. When possible, try sourcing food locally or even grow your vegetables and herbs. It's a deeply meaningful way to connect with the food that nourishes you. And don't forget the power of community. Sharing meals with loved ones amplifies the emotional benefits of eating well, and social bonds are a cornerstone of the long-lived cultures I've mentioned. The bottom line is this: your future is, in many ways, shaped by what you eat today. So, choose wisely. Choose food that honors your body, nurtures your soul, and sets you on a path to a long, healthy life. When you eat with intention, you are not just surviving. You are truly thriving. 5. Find purpose, a reason to wake up. At the very heart of living a long and fulfilling life lies a profound, yet simple truth. Purpose is the most powerful elixir for longevity. When you wake up each day with a reason to live, everything changes. You no longer simply exist. You truly live. Ask yourself, what's the point of reaching 100 years or beyond if each day feels like a monotonous repetition of empty hours? If every morning feels like a battle to even get out of bed? Purpose transforms your life in ways you can hardly imagine. A deep, personal sense of purpose is not just a motivational buzzword or a fleeting phase. It's the lifeblood of physical, mental, and emotional vitality. It's what pulls you out of bed in the morning when the world still feels heavy, and what keeps you moving forward when life gets tough. Purpose gives you the strength to endure, to persevere, and to fight through the challenges life throws at you. It's the compass that guides your choices, and it's the unwavering fuel that keeps your spirit resilient. This fifth and final secret to a vibrant, extended life is about finding your why. A reason to live that resonates so deeply, it becomes the heartbeat of your existence. It doesn't need to be a grand, world-changing ambition, though it absolutely can be for some. Purpose can be as simple as nurturing your family, mastering a craft, or contributing to your community. It's about what makes you feel alive and fulfilled, what gives your life meaning and direction. Whether it's the small acts of kindness or the big dreams you chase, your purpose is what gives your life depth and significance. The power of purpose isn't just a philosophical concept, it's backed by science. Studies consistently show that individuals with a strong sense of purpose tend to live longer and healthier lives. Take, for example, the research from the Rush Alzheimer's Disease Center, which found that individuals with a clear purpose in life were less likely to develop Alzheimer's disease and experience lower cognitive decline. That's right, purpose doesn't just affect the heart or the soul, it deeply influences our brain health, helping to preserve our mental clarity as we age. Another striking study, published in The Lancet, revealed that older adults with a strong sense of purpose had a lower risk of mortality, even when controlling for factors like wealth, education, and physical health. Purpose, it seems, is not just a spiritual enrichment. It actively fortifies your body and mind against the ravages of time. When you live with purpose, you're not just adding years to your life. You're adding life to your years. Let me share a beautiful story to illustrate this point. Meet Tom Carter, a man who, at the age of 95, was still running marathons. Born in Ohio in 1920, Tom didn't pick up running until his late 70s, after the painful loss of his beloved wife. It was his purpose that kept him going, not just the physical act of running, but his deep, burning desire to inspire others, particularly younger generations, to embrace health and resilience. Tom didn't just run for himself. He ran to show the world that age is just a number and that it's never too late to redefine what's possible. His mission, to live a life full of health and resilience, and to share that message with the world, gave him a reason to wake up each day, to push his body and mind further, and to show up at races with a smile that radiated not just athleticism, but determination. Tom's story is a testament to the fact that purpose doesn't just add years to your life, it fills those years with meaning, passion, and joy. Similarly, in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, a place known for its high concentration of centenarians, finding your calling is more than just an idea, it's a cultural cornerstone. For many, purpose is rooted in daily, quiet acts that contribute to something larger than themselves. Some of these individuals tend gardens that nourish their families, while others teach traditional crafts or serve as pillars of wisdom in their communities. These individuals don't chase purpose as a lofty ideal, they live it every day. And in doing so, they not only live longer but experience high levels of life satisfaction. They don't spend their time questioning if they have a purpose. They live it, breathe it, and pass it on. Purpose is woven into the fabric of their lives. From tending the land to nurturing the next generation, purpose becomes a part of them. It's their anchor in a world that often feels lost in the rush for productivity. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. What's most beautiful about purpose is that it's not fixed. It evolves. For one person, the purpose might start with raising children, then later shift to mentoring others or volunteering. For another, it could be a lifelong devotion to a cause, whether it's in art, science, or faith. Purpose doesn't have to be grand or constant. It simply has to be meaningful. Take the story of Grandma Mary, or Mary Johnson, who began painting in her late 70s after decades of farming and raising a family. Her vibrant, nostalgic artworks didn't just catch the attention of the art world. They captured the essence of a soul that never stopped growing, learning, and embracing new challenges. Mary's purpose, her reason to keep going, was found in her art, a gift to herself and the world. Even at 95, she was still painting, her spirit undimmed because she had a reason, a cause, a reason to keep waking up each day. Her story underscores the truth that purpose is fluid, it can evolve, and it's never, ever too late to discover it. No matter where you are in life, no matter your age, it's always possible to find a new purpose or rediscover an old one. And let me tell you, the search for that purpose is one of the most fulfilling journeys you can embark on. Finding your why can be a deeply personal journey. It's not always easy, especially in a world that often prioritizes productivity and achievement over meaning and connection. It requires introspection, honesty, and a willingness to ask yourself the tough questions. What makes me feel alive? What do I want to contribute to the world, no matter how small? What would I regret not doing if I were to leave this world tomorrow? These questions are the compass that can guide you toward clarity. For some, purpose emerges from connection, being a steady support for loved ones, family, and friends. For others, it's about creation, service, or pursuing knowledge. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. But the search itself is life-affirming because in seeking purpose, you get to explore your values, your passions, and the legacy you want to leave behind. And here's the thing about purpose. the benefits aren't just abstract. Physiologically, purpose acts like a shield. It lowers stress by giving you a sense of control and direction in your life. This reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that can slowly erode your health over time. Purpose strengthens your resilience, too, making it easier to bounce back from setbacks. Whether it's a health scare, the loss of a loved one, or the challenges of aging, having a purpose provides the mental and emotional fortitude to keep moving forward. Purpose isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. It's about living each day with meaning, with passion, and with the certainty that what you do matters, whether it's seen by millions or cherished in quiet moments with the ones you love. Finding your purpose is the key to unlocking a life that's not only long but filled with profound joy and satisfaction. So, what's your purpose? And how will you make it part of your daily life, today and every day? As we reflect on the power of purpose, we've learned that it is the secret ingredient that not only adds years to our lives but also adds life to our years. Purpose gives us strength, direction, and resilience, especially as we face the inevitable challenges that come with age. It reminds us that it's never too late to find or rediscover our why, and that purpose can evolve, even in our later years, bringing renewed joy, fulfillment, and meaning to every moment. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned today that resonates with you? What aspect of finding your purpose will you bring into your own life, starting today? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and found value in it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Your support means the world to us, and together, we can continue growing, learning, and living with purpose every single day.